Holy crap, guys, the Fed just rug pulled us in the most dirty, sneaky way possible. Look here, we did get the rate cut. We also, by the way, got the QE, the restart of QE. I will soon go through everything that happened today at FOMC, but the Bitcoin price is down. It is down for the day. It is red. And of course, people are wondering, Ivan, what's happening? How can the price be red today when we have a very bullish event happening? We did have the rate cut, insanely bullish, and we did have also the restart of QE. This is for the first time since 2022 that QE is coming back, that the Fed is using money to buy assets from the public markets. And in this case, they will be buying US Treasury bills because they need to support the US government. Basically, they're going to be printing and giving money to the US government, and US government is going to give them US Treasury bill as a sort of repayment. But we all know how this works. Basically, it's printing and giving money to the government. So all in all, how can this not be a massive rocket booster to the upside? This is what people are asking. Ivan, how come this is not just pumping us like a freaking rocket booster to 100K, 120K and above? Because this is basically what bulls wanted. They got everything, and more, because they also got the QE. And this wasn't actually something that most people were expecting today. So let's explain what's happening here and why are most people confused. What are they missing? So the first thing, why didn't we pump based on the rate cut? Because if you've been watching the channel, if you've been watching this morning, let me know in the comment section, because this was already priced in. 25 basis points is what the market already expected, and it's already priced in. So rate cut in itself is not something that's going to pump the market if we already thought that they would do 25, and they did 25. So no news there. That's number one. Number two, so why is it so that we still have volatility during FOMC if FOMC basically tells us what we knew already? In most cases, we know already what the rate cut is going to be because we look at Polymarket and other prediction markets, and they show us beforehand. So why is it so that we still have volatility around the FOMC meeting if everything is priced in anyway? Why? Well, because it's all about what the Fed chair, what Powell says. Because if he says that we're going to continue cutting, this is something that markets did not know. It's new information. If Fed chair comes out and says, listen, next month and the month after, we're going to keep cutting, it's new information, and then we have to price it in real time, and that's when volatility happens. So what did he say this time that did not make us pump? He basically said that the rate cuts may be done for now, okay? And this is not something that the markets like, obviously. This is not something that the markets like. So this thing right here with the QE is, by the way, it's quite small. Like, this is a very small number for QE. I think this one was cancelled out by this one, okay? The fact that they're going to do QE, but it's a bit small, it was fully cancelled out by the fact that he was a bit not too dovish, a bit hawkish, not dovish enough for future rate cuts. And also you had these two members of FOMC that dissented, basically said that they don't agree with the cut and they wanted to keep rates as is. And they said basically that the inflation is not under control and markets are at all-time high, so why should we cut? And so all of this gives the markets more of a concern whether these cuts will continue. How many will we have in 2026? Is this still as bullish as we thought? So yes, this is monumental that they are starting QE. At the same time, this is what I think canceled it out. So the result we have is that the rate cut in itself is not new. It was already priced in. The QE was net bullish, but then that net bullishness was canceled out by the Fed, the chair, not being super clear how they're going to do in the coming months. And in fact, he was a bit hawkish. He was a bit careful. So that's that. Now, with QE, guys, I think that this just strengthens our thesis, because as you know, our thesis has been that we are now in bear trend, so we are conservative, because all rallies will likely get sold into in one way or another. And I still expect us to go to 100K. I think we're going to go to this level and touch it, the 50-week moving average. But listen, if Bitcoin cannot do it on this news, like this, I thought it is going to happen today. When we went here to 94, I thought, okay, relief rally to 100K, let's go. But I mean, Bitcoin is now struggling to do that. So let's see if we can do it in this, from this range to 50-week moving average, or in case we need another elevator down and then maybe retry from here, and maybe, I mean, let's see, but at some point we will retouch the 50-week moving average. I think so. Yes, I think so. And the short term, this what just happened doesn't change anything short term, because the price is still king and the price is still showing us that nothing has happened. We don't even go to 50-week moving average. We're still in bear trend, and so on and so forth. If we pump above 50-week moving average, we're pumping strongly above, higher and higher, then obviously situation is more bullish. For now, the situation is unchanged. So that's that. But here's where the thesis strengthens, because QE now started. Okay, it's very small now. It's super small. Like now, it's not a Lambo QE, like this guy say. It's not a Lambo QE. This is more my Uber is 7 minutes away QE, because it's very small. And that being said, it is a paradigm shift. It's a paradigm shift where from now on we are in QE season. And, this takes years to build up. So I think into 2026, we're going to go from 40 billion now to hundreds of billions, maybe even to trillions. And when those numbers start hitting the market, and that liquidity starts hitting the market, that's when we will see proper pumps in Bitcoin and in stock market. Because with 40, it's too little, guys. It's too little, but still, it's the beginning. You gotta start somewhere. And so, guys, 2026, that is when I think we're gonna pump like hell. I think it's gonna be towards the summer, maybe end of summer, and that's when we're gonna start the pump towards $1 million for Bitcoin, because they're gonna hyperinflate the crap out of the dollar with the new Fed chair and everything. For now, on the short term, we remain conservative. We're below 50-week. We cannot even pump today on the most bullish news ever. Let's see if it changes. Still a few hours to go. Maybe now it's green. Let's see. No, still red, but it's almost green. Let's see if we can go towards the 50-week moving average, guys. That's the target I expect at some point to be hit, the 50-week moving average. So, guys, smash up the like, subscribe. See you all very, very soon. Hope you enjoyed this short check and subscribe, and like. Smash the crap out of it. See you all very, very soon. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.